悪霊退散
So many people are talking about leaks, sharing leaks, making videos about leaks. Me personally, I think it's absolutely disgusting behavior. So with that being said, we will not be discussing any of those leaks in this video. This is only official news. So if you're looking for that, go somewhere else. Starting this video off with a banger. Some Tekken fan in Pakistan, they are complaining to Harada about how the servers for Tekken 8 is still under maintenance. They tell Harada to fix the issue, please. It kind of just shows how out of the loop some players really are. So when you hear the developers repeating some things over and over and over again, it's because of people like that. Shadow 20Z has officially been signed for Team Liquid. Street Fighter, they gave a glimpse at some of the outfits that's coming. You have some Jury, you have some Minoan, you have some DJ. The reactions to this was exactly what you would have thought. Keep up the good work, Street Fighter players. You guys may not be familiar with this name, but this is a excellent, people would argue the best Mortal Kombat player right now. Ninja Killer, this person was trending number 20, and I'm talking about like trending. That kind of just shows the reach of the FGC. It seems like more and more now, do videos go viral, players go viral, moments go viral. The FGC is definitely bigger than I would say it ever has been. You probably have to go way back 30 years to find a bigger moment than right now. We're living in probably the best time for the FGC. And Tekken 8 and Mortal Kombat 1 hasn't even released yet. Also on the topic of Mortal Kombat 1 releasing, the developers listened to feedback and they buffed the movement for Mortal Kombat 1. This is something that players always talk about. The movement feels clunky, slow. Now, according to Sonic Fox, they added the MK dash block. You have MK9 movement back in MK1. Beautiful. I could say so much more, but that one word summarizes it. Trending number 13 in the gaming is Killer Instinct. That's because to celebrate their 10-year anniversary, they are doing a major update to the game. Balance update, improved matchmaking, and 4K support for the Xbox. I hope this game kind of makes a comeback and be at EVO next year, whether it's a main game or secondary, whatever the case may be. You know, I'm all for more games succeeding. We're all aware of Tekken 8 being cracked and also data mined. The person who discovered the leaked files for Panda and Alyssa, they're still at work. They're not giving up. This is not a leak. This is something that's in the game right now. But they discovered that the Rebel hangar is owned by Lars and Yggdrasil. On the shoulder of one of the soldiers, you can see Lars' lion and also his emblem. Another discovery that they made is about the Yakushima stage and the Sanctum stage. We all had theories that these two stages are connected, and here's kind of more proof of that. Using their tools, they got really close to the tree and you can see a kind of like a fence-like structure inside of there. There's a little sliver where a fourth like block is supposed to go to patch up the hole. In the Sanctum stage, that fourth block can be found. Whoever visits this tree in the story, whether it be Jin or Kazuya, it seems like one of them kicked in that board and that board flew across to the other side in the Sanctum stage. One question that I have to ask is, how does the entire Sanctum stage fit inside this tree? I don't know if it's a tunnel. I don't know if it's some magical, spiritual, like something. I don't know. We'll have to see in the game what route they decide to go with. Focusing more so on Tekken 8 and what was said at EVO. They gave us a look at the 16 through the top 9 most used characters. We got to look at 8 to I think 1 yesterday, but you can see Zhao Yu is the lowest, Nina, Leroy, Jack 8, Claudio, Asuka, Lars, and Paul Phoenix. They said the reason why they think Zhao Yu is so low is because the character is the most difficult to use, and that's kind of how it works. One thing that they did say about Zhao Yu, which has me a little bit worried, they said they do want to try to make this character a little bit more accessible. I can't remember what word they used, but basically easier. And I'm scared because even though the character is difficult, players who do put in the time to master this character, it's beautiful to watch. And I don't want them to simplify that and reduce that and just do something to where she's no longer special, in my opinion. I don't think the developers will go that far, but just hearing what they said, it just makes me worried because Yoshimitsu also falls into that pot. They also acknowledge some moves are too strong and will be adjusted, as well as the chip damage, aerial combos, and also the length of the combos. These are something that Harada talked about on Twitter, so they're kind of just just reiterating some of these things. But also they said the special style is difficult to use in battle. And I played around with it a lot, and I will say it was kind of tricky. Sometimes you'll activate it and you'll try to deactivate it and continue fighting, but it will still be activated. So there is a weird thing there where they have to make that activation and deactivation process easier, because I lost so many matches being stuck in it or not activating it when I was trying to activate it. They also acknowledged that the R3 L3 can now be button mapped. They added it in the game. Day 1 of EVO and day 2 of EVO was kind of a snoozer, but I think that was intentional because the grand reveal, the real news is going to come just in a couple of hours.